Okay, so one of the most important mechanics that you're going to need to have for Arlecchino Melt is dash canceling, which basically means you're using your dodge button to cancel an input. So there's a couple different places you can use this. One of the most common places is to cancel your charged attack so that it doesn't actually do the damage. But what it will do is it'll absorb your bond of life. So as you know, you have to use your charge attack for your bond of life once it cooks. If you hit with your charge attack, then it's going to apply pyro, and it can basically means that your normal attacks after aren't going to melt, at least your first one, which will do a lot of damage. So one of the most common cancels is when at the start of your Arlecchino rotation, you're just going to cancel before she actually swings her scythe and does the damage. It's not necessary. You don't necessarily need to cancel it. You can just charge attack and then do your normal attack string. And then there's two different normal attack strings for Arlecchino and Melt, and both of them will use a dash cancel. So the first is N5D, which basically means 5 normal attacks and you dash cancel. If you let it go all the way through, you're gonna apply too much pyro. And the other is N3D. I personally use N3D, but it's less forgiving, because if you N3D too quickly, you'll overtake the cryo aura from Sitlali, and it means that you won't be melting anymore. So usually you have to N3D, and then you wait a little. You'll see, I'm gonna fight this boss. You'll see at the top of the health bar, it's gonna show you if there's an aura on the enemy. And you should wait for there to be a cryo symbol for cryo aura. So we'll show you. The rotation is just going to be Arlecchino E, Bennett E key or skill burst, Shalonen skill, Sitlali skill burst, and into Arlecchino.
Teamwork is strict. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of...
See, I have to wait for there to be a cryo. That's basically it. So instead of going to N3D right away, I was waiting for the cryo aura to pop back up under his health bar. But you can see I dash canceled my charge attack and I still got the bond of life. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Abyss. I guess actually one more thing I can note is how the Spirit Seeker works, because a lot of people have trouble with this one. I've actually never fought it in my world on this account. I always kill it in other people's world. But basically, when the clones spawn, there's a couple of ways that you can deal with them. The first is you can sit there and they will all teleport to you, and you're just gonna Bennett skill them. It takes 2 Bennett skills to kill one of the clones. Sitlali is special. She has a special charge attack. If you use this on a clone, it's gonna freeze all of them and do damage to all of them. And then you can run at them with Bennett.
All right. Adventure time.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Transfix. Let's light it up.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna really do. A combo, I'm just waiting for the clones to spawn to show you.
Got it. Here I come.
Alright. She should be spawning the clones here soon. Honestly, in the Abyss, she does it right away. So if we sit here, if we wait, they're gonna come at me, and I can just Bennett skill. The other thing you can do... Oh, that's not... You'll see that they all...
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up. Laid bare.
Right. There's one more. And there you go. And then I would go through and do my normal rotation in the Abyss. So let's go ahead and go to the Abyss. Okay. So we are going to do Skirk, Shenhe, level 20 Charlotte, and Farina. And I'll just show the characters really quick. So you probably already saw the Arlecchino. I am using EM Sands, which means that this is like a lot less forgiving if I mess up my melts because it's not doing anything for me if I'm not melting. My Sitlali is on scroll and TTTS to pass to Arlecchino. She has 186 ER. This is pretty important for her to have her burst. My Shalonen is on Archaic Petra because Sitlali is on scroll and she needs it more. And I do have her Sig. But she doesn't need her Sig. Okay, you can definitely clear without the Sig. And then my Bennett's just on Noblesse on Sapwood with a bunch of
Benny's
ER.
adventure team, assemble!
And then for the second team, Skirk is on her Sig. She's on Marshosi. Honestly, her artifacts aren't that good. She's just super good. I have her crowned talent. I should say I also crowned Arlecchino normal tech. These are all level 1 right now. And I crowned Shalonen skill. These are my Bennett skills. Shenhe got 9-9. She's on Fav. A bunch of attack and ER. Farina is on Fav for this team. She is on Golden Troop. She's got a really good build. A lot of ER. Decent stats. And then the Charlotte that I'm using to make the team a little worse, if I can find her, is just on Fav Codex. So that she can have her burst, because she needs her burst to heal. And I've got her on scroll because I've already got someone on Noblesse being Shenhe, and scroll will still give me 12% damage bonus, but really I just needed to get her a bunch of ER, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this first boss is pretty easy, right? We're just gonna go through a normal rotation and kill it with Skirk. There's really not much to it because it doesn't do anything when you have cryo on it, so.
Let my name echo in soft smile. Hard hitting it. My will and body by ordinance divine. Another star goes out. Annihilate.
With Skirk, I'm just doing N5 and then a charge attack, another N5, another N5. N2 charge attack. I'm starting over. I'm not going to use my burst because I want them next chamber. There you go. So no Escoffier, and I can still clear that in like 35 seconds. So I'll start with Arlecchino, Venet,
I'm going in!
Alonin,
Fulfill our path!
Lolly,
Eat Papa!
cancel. Look at the Cryo Aura on top of them.
A dash of power and the spirit's a lot! Transfixed! Oh, great!
I'm gonna freeze them.
Let's light it up!
And then one more.
Teamwork is true!
This.
Get to work! You two! Time to...
So you see I actually messed up the application there. And she's got a Pyro Aura, which means Sit Lolly's melting.
Laid bare.
Which obviously isn't good, but
Going in!
it's okay.
Fulfill our path! Lolline, eat Papa!
And Cryo Aura, and honestly, she just melts away. If you do the rotation right and you're melting, Arlecchino does a lot of damage. So second chamber should be pretty straightforward, at least for the first side, definitely.
Let the world come alive! Take your true form! Cryo Annihilate! Power! Strike a pose! Let my name echo! Hold that pose!
My
Right
Charlotte
you
almost
do!
died.
My will embodied! Do your master's work! Extinguish!
Alright, nice and easy. Okay, so this second chamber, if I'm not mistaken, has an Eremite guy, Enchanter guy, and then it has a Wayob, and then 2 Pyro things. So you want to make sure that you have your Sit Lolly burst after you kill this guy, after you kill the Enchanter, because you really want Sit Lolly burst for the Wayob. It's not the end of the world if you don't have it, because Arlecchino should have enough raw damage regardless, but...
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
Show no mercy! You two! Time!
Okay, so I'm just gonna get my burst back up.
Everybody stand back! Eat Lolline! Eat Papa! Get him! Laid bare! I'm going in! Get to work! You two! Time!
And then you got these guys, which these guys are really easy. You just do damage to them.
Bring it! Fulfill our path! Eat Lolline! Eat Papa!
And pretty simple. Not a lot of mechanics in that chamber other than just making sure that you have Sit Lolly burst up when the way up spawns, because you need to insta make sure that you can burst. And then for this third chamber, also pretty straightforward. This is going to spawn way ups on opposite sides. The Geo one's going to be on the left, so you really want to make sure you go for that one. Because that one is a lot harder to deal with its actual Geo shield if you let it go through. And this Electro Wayub should teleport over to you as you're killing the Geo Wayub. So you just want to make sure that you're going to
Shower me with praise!
this.
The world transform! Annihilate. Let my name echo in song! Yup, smile! Breaking news! Cryo incarnate! Extinguish!
And you can see that the Electro Web did indeed teleport over.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Hold that pose! Hard-hitting take your true form! By ordinance annihilate! Power!
Alright, and now we have the Yumkasaurs into the Mountain King. Really no different than just what I did on the overworld boss, just he's got a lot more HP. So the one major thing is that he's going to do a big attack at the start that'll one-shot you if you don't dodge it. So you'll see that when we do it. And then he's going to throw the fruits down. But as long as you have Arlecchino on the field when that happens, her AoE is going to hit the fruit, so you really don't have to worry about that.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Suffer the wrath of the... Transfix! Teamwork is drift! Get to work! Eat lolly! Eat papa! Get
So, I framed it with Lolly Burst, but that big spit attack he did was the one-shot one. And then you just want to make sure that you hit all of those with Pyro, and you will stun him.
you two! Time to end!
And then I'm getting behind him here, because if you do that, he's going to turn and face you. Now he's about to spin.
This is where you fall. Teamwork is true! Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat...
Combo again. And I accidentally charge attack there, so I just waited another second for the Cryo Aura to come back so that I would melt the first attack, but it's pretty simple once you have the rotations down and understand what to do to properly melt, and your Arlecchino will do a lot of damage. Really, the biggest thing is just having enough energy recharge on your characters, like Bennett and Lolly, to make sure they can burst, and then just timing the melts. And then the specific mechanics for stuff like the Spirit Seeker, you know, to kill the clones fast, because the first side, as long as you have Skirk, really shouldn't be a big deal.